Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of Star Technology. And here we are today in episode 16. Now, last episode we had kind of dipped our feet into the water of automation with LV and MV. And I believe, yeah, we also got the polyethylene chain set up over here. And I'm happy to report that's been running for a bit. Last I checked, we have something like 150, 180 buckets of polyethylene. And that's going to be playing into today's episode. We weren't quite able to get the multi-smelter before we left off, but today I feel we will get that and then some. So as you can see, I got some steam dynamos here. I've been kind of prepping to move or offset power generation to each of the platforms, right? So one dynamo will go over there, over there, over there, so on and so forth. And to that point, I'm going to have to put all the steam that gets generated from our dynamos into our AE2 system. So yeah, that will be a thing. Okay, so I got some patterns here to put in. I also did some more automation of items, like Skystone. Oh, I'll get to that in a minute. More plates, cables, fluids, dust, wires. Just kind of, getting the automation going for MV machines and whatnot. So let's see. Cobbleworks did prepared extruders, automated EBF. Okay, so our EBF here is now automated with this pattern provider. We are able to push the items to the sub network here, and it's powered by this little fiber. So this area here, this cable right here, is not connected to the main network. So it's a sub network. Basically, what I also confirmed is that any recipe that I send in here, the program circuit card will affect the input buses. So right now it's on 1 for some reason. I think that was probably silicon. But yeah, item goes in, bus gets changed, it cooks up, it spits back out. The output bus being right here. Now, as far as the chemical bath, I thought ahead of that too. We have the bath here, and pretty much we added a robot arm, and I made up a item tag filter. So now any hot ingot will get pulled into here and then spat back out. Now, because I don't have the means to get a storage bus tag filter, where is it? Tag bus. There you are. Yeah, we need EV for that. So kind of have to get cheaty a little bit. Not cheaty literally, but So right now we have the hot ingot in the interface here with the higher priority, so that the ingot will come into here if there's an ingot and get cooled off. So it's for that purpose that up here in the recipe I have dust to ingot. Right, it will cook the dust, make it hot, it gets sent into the bath, and it gets spat back out, and the AE2 system will be satisfied. Okay, so that's that out of the way. Prepared extruders, expanded cobbleworks. Yeah, just like I said, I made it so that there's 3 hammers per material, and it looks like we're pretty good on materials right now. And I don't think I set the clay automation back up, so I'll have to fix that later. Yeah. And then machine controllers / emitters. That too I did a little bit off camera. Nothing crazy regarding these 2 items. But we have a ME level emitter, which will send a redstone out when we have a condition met, like 32 buckets being below in our system. So right now we're short on oxygen. And then for the machine controller, for those that don't know, this is a facade that you can right click onto the front of a machine, be it a single block or a multi-block controller, and then you can fiddle with you can fiddle with it, although typically it's usually only there to interact with the redstone. Okay, so that's done. And then extruders. Right. So for today, for now, whatever, words, I went and made 2 advanced extruders with a large and a normal pipe mold, because as it is right now, we're working in the realms of normal piping, and I don't want to have those normal pipes, or any item for that matter, automated in a pattern using breakable tools. So we are going to get these 2 set up. Now the large pipe one particularly is going to be used to make the super tank. And the super tank is going to be nice because I'm going to be having actually super tanks in each quadrant of where there needs to be power, right? And because of how GregTech can interface with AE2 and such, I'll be able to have a pump on the tank, and it will pull steam into it from... Oh, that's an interesting conundrum. So this is going to be a 4,000 bucket situation. And I don't think there's a way I can equally distribute the steam. So, I don't know, man. I might... Oh, you know what? I know what to do. Regulators. Yeah, so regulators will be interfaced between the tank and an interface, so we can keep how much fluid is in there at any time. Alright, just had a mind fart there, or brain fart. Right, so as for... So you are the normal, so we're gonna do... normal pipe extruder. Right, and up here. Okay. So, I mean, these really aren't going to be used for more than one pattern, but it is what it is. So let's make sure that these are all configured. There we go. Hop on down to our pattern terminal here and fall through the ground. No big deal, no big deal. Super tank. Okay, so everything's good there. Now, we need to make the hermetic casing. And that is a large pipe surrounded by steel. And this large polyethylene pipe. Oh yeah, we are gonna need to make a solidifier for the polyethylene ingots. You go there. Also did expand the crafting cube over there. So that's solidifier. Can we get that easily? You don't have you automated. Let's see. How many patterns is this going to be to get that automated? Rubber ring. Okay, so we're gonna need... We got that. Need a bronze screw. Bronze bolt. Cutter. That should be good. Oh, that reminds me. I also automated the cutting machine. Let's see. Bolt. Screw. Oh, I'm gonna need to remove something else here. Yeah, we can't get a enlarged pattern provider just yet. So, I might just need to go ahead and make another lathe. Okay, I think we need to wait on some things to be crafted up. We only have the 4 CPUs right now. So let me do this. Let me get another lathe. I'm gonna get that solidifier. We'll get those automated. And I'll come back and then we'll start working on the multi-smelter. All right, I will be back in a few. Okay, we're back, everybody. So I got the solidifier up here, and then the lathe. So the solidifier has a casting mold ingot that I had made beforehand. It reminds me, I did automate the empty mold situation. Thank God we have that program card nonsense, because I could just stick this whole thing into any bender I want, and it will do it, because it will just change the circuit in the machine. So it's nice to have that automated and not have to make a whole dedicated machine do it. Okay, where were we? Right, lathing. So let's get that in there. Don't have another lathe. Yeah, black gear rod that I had to temporarily remove to expand what I can make. All right, so polyethylene. Excuse me. Polyethylene ingots are going to be solidified. Let's see, where, there you are. Okay, cool. So I think, yes, we can make all 4. Well, there you go. Okay, for the regulator, we still got some things to take care of there. Wrench. Do I have my knife anywhere? Did I put my knife away? Did I lose my knife? Yes, this is what I mean. I need to get rid of dependency on Uzi. On tools. Which means I think for the ring, I'm gonna need another extruder, which I can probably take care of that later. So the regulator, right? And then we're gonna need interfaces. Oh wait, we need sky steel. Sky steel. Okay, so we have the dust automated. We could now put that into the blast furnace. There you go. So face, and there we go. We are off. All right, so circuits, the advanced integrated circuit, our first HV tier circuit. Now let's look at that quest book for a moment. So I ended up just like going into admin mode and completed this quest and another quest because I had the materials, it just wasn't completing, and it wasn't clear why it wasn't completing. Right? If I look here and I go to the ethylene quest, like this quest and these quests were not completing, so I just fixed it. Anyway, right, so now we're working on the super tank. Transistor is what we need to do next, and that's a matter of the liquid polyethylene here, tin wire, and silicon plate. Let's get that bookmarked. Don't have tin wire, but that's not a big deal. We'll get that pattern right up. All right, so where are you? Oh, wire mill. And then you are going to be the assembler. Ooh, we're getting low on slots again. That's no matter. If I have to make another machine, I'll make another machine. Which I guess I can refactor those. Can I? By refactor, I mean recycle. Can I recycle those? I can. In a arc furnace. So I get some blocks of annealed copper back, you say? Oh, but it also needs oxygen. Let's see. Anyway, there's our transistors. I just realized I don't have the means of my item frame situation anymore, although I should have enough material to make another one. Yeah, should probably make a better wall for that, but I still gotta worry about the base design. I gotta figure out what I'm gonna be doing with that. Keep in mind, I'm kind of waiting to be able to get into X-tones. And that's gonna require dyes, which means that I'm gonna need a greenhouse. And let's see, X-tone tiles. Okay, so really that's the dye, that's the big problem. Oh boy, regulators, faces, and tank. Cool. So now the super tanks, pretty sure these can store any fluid or acid or water, or any fluid or acid. Anyway, they have more control over some things as well. Well, not, I won't say more, but they have control whether you want to avoid excess or lock the fluid or auto output for whatever reason. Anyway. So I'm thinking something like I come over here, right? And I go, I don't know. Boop. I don't have a wrench, but it doesn't matter. I can just go into the interface like so. And we'll say keep exact on 8,000 millibuckets, for example. And then boop. I misclicked. I don't have my wrench on me. But I shall fix that. I guess I can just do that. And fix you. And then Steam should be of the GregTech variety, if I'm not wrong. I'll have to see. Any case, that's just an example for the time being. You will be yeah, so that should be locked like that. And then this will be just something that I have to set up on each other platform. Or transferring it locally. Could just use laser IO, I guess. Because that's the thing about thermal series. That's a RF. It's not a GregTech item, so the pumps and the regulators won't work on that. But yeah, I'll worry about that in good time. Did it reach the end of it? Yep, it did. Okay, I'm gonna get a song going here. Okay. Would you play? Okay, I think it's going. There we go. Anyway, we are wanting the advanced circuit, like I said before. Let's see, that's 10 transistors, electrum wire. Scusi? Okay. I guess I need to get that automated as well. So we're gonna go the soldering alloy approach. Wait, scusi? Oh, okay, I see. And we gotta get the basic integrated circuit. RAM or IC chip. IC wafer. Or ILC wafer. Yeah, we're gonna need to get the engravers eventually automated. But let's get this stuff done first. Okay, so I think those are good. And then we just need to get silver and the gold wire. Silver bolts. Should be lubricant, yes. Silver rod. Okay. Lathe. Bolt. Wire. And there should be circuit assembly here. Wait a minute. Yes. Yes. I got 2 of these. Let's get rid of that one at least. I got these 3 circuits: advanced, basic, good. Those will go into you, you, and you. Now what do we need? What do I need to feed the system to get our 3 circuits for the multi-smelter? Okay, so we need 8 IC chips. We need 1 IC chip. So IC chip. That's an ILC wafer. Okay, so I'm gonna need to go put a wafer or something into the engraver. Ruby lens, wafer, and I got plenty of them. And we'll put you in the cutting machine. Okay. Engraver should be right here. Yeah, I need to make like 3 more of these. 2 more of these. RAM, IC, and CPU, I want to say. But I just want to get at least 1 of these, get it cut up, and then get to the circuit. And then I can probably go and get the other 2 engravers off camera from over there or something. Still this whole MV area to take care of, which, excuse me. Don't think I need the mixer anymore. I can't get that. There we go. I will need to make an alloy smelter. Although, if we're getting the multi-smelter, I can double as alloy smelter. That being said, it's like a one or the other kind of situation. Macerator, polarizer. You are not doing anything. Electrolyzer, not really doing anything. Solidifier, not doing anything. Tractor, not so much anymore. And you can go away. And you stay. But I think this is... Oh, we can get rid of that one too. So that should be the gist of what is still deemed needed on the LV tier. And I'll be working on getting most of these to MV. I think this is going to require these circuits when I looked. There's that. Okay, grab that, put that in there. That's right. We need pattern it, which I think we did, didn't we? Yeah, we did. Okay. So that will get cut up. And that will take 45 seconds. Okay, good lord. Circuit. Oh, we can make them now. Go for it. Put all this away. Okay. Laser engraver. Okay, so we're gonna need to get the emitter done, and I'm gonna need to go set up more emerald sifting for that. Joy. Okay, you go there. And was this a table? Yes. And you should go there as well. So can I get 2 more of these? No. I'm gonna need charcoal. I'm gonna need another ILC wafer. Which, hey, look at that. Boop. So I just need then the charcoal and the emerald. All right, so I got a great deal of emerald stuff here. I'm gonna go ahead and get this ground up. Thankfully, I can sift all that stuff. So all I really need to do is once that is done sifting, go wash it and stick it in the sifting machine. Okay, so I'm gonna go off camera here in a minute, and I'm gonna get all the parts that we need for the multi-smelter. Now we should only need a few things. I think we have some coils. Yes, so we're gonna have to cannibalize some of the coils. Oh wait, never mind, we have 32. Forgot that we upgraded our EBF from the Cupro to the Canthal. So right, when we get to making the pyro, we'll have the coils that we need as well. Okay, I will see you all in a few. Hey everybody, we're back. Okay, so I did go a little bit ham on some of base stuff while I was away, and I came back to recording, and I was like, oh, time to do a new episode. And then I was like, wait a minute, what episode am I on again? Looked at the last folder, and turns out I hadn't finished episode 16. So here we are in part 2 of 16. Anyway, okay, so I did a little power system upgrading. I got oxygen automated. I got a extruder for rubber rings, and in extension, other metal rings that we'll need later on. Beyond that, kind of got rid of the low voltage situation and put everything medium voltage down. I got the circuit assembler, polarizer, arc furnace, 2 alloy smelters, one for gears, another, oh yeah, that's old but upgraded. Yeah, I got the normal, large. Okay, here's the oxygen automation. I'm basically feeding it sand. The sand becomes dioxide, and it comes up into here, and it gets turned into oxygen and silicon. So that's pretty nice. Oh yeah, and here are the engravers that I said I was going to be making. Ruby, emerald, and sapphire. And they should all be patterned up. Oh, I should probably get rid of that. Or turn that on, rather. Okay. So that's good to go. Got the ILC, got the RAM, and the ULP-IC. Now, I just remembered we're going to be needing to make another engraver soon because we're going to need CPU wafers. And CPU wafers are only referenced... hold on. In the quest book in the HV age, right? So we're going to need a diamond... Wait, is it diamond? Yeah, diamond lens. If we go to the quest book here, in the 3rd chapter, as it were, yeah, there we go. CPU chips. Oh yeah, and the advanced circuit assembler. I think I made that off camera and I didn't grab it because I wanted to bring it on camera and show it off. Oh, maybe I didn't. Wait. Hold on. Oh yeah, it's right here. There we go. Okay, so that's that taken care of. Multi-Smelter, yeah, we'll get to this. Let's get on this. I actually prepared the recipes for the stuff today, so let's get to doing that. But first, I'm going to segue to our power situation. So I did a little bit of upgrading and planning and whatnot. The power cells are now upgraded to the MV, and it's 4 of them, of course. Yeah, all of these 4 steam dynamos are being fed by 4 lapidary boilers. And I need to figure out a better way to send water to these boilers. I mean, we have that infinite water cell, right? And I just need to figure out. Well, I could make a subnetwork and have that subnetwork have the water cell or a copy of a water cell, and then that way it's not bogging down our main network. Although at this point, it probably wouldn't be that big of a hit to our system anyway. But yeah, I just have an aversion to using export buses if I can help it. Wait a minute. Do I have 2 export buses? Oh no, water and diamond. Yeah, okay. So we're fine there. That being said, I have this set up in such a way that we'll be able to expand to 128 amps if needed. Now, I don't know if we'll get to 128 amp setup before we ended up upgrading to like HV, for example. But these cables are 64 amps, so we can't send. We don't want to have 8 converters, you know, 8 times 16 being 128, sending onto this line. Initially, it may not blow up or burn out, but I want to play it safe. So once we have the 128 amp cables, then I'll have, you know, power generation for it. Now with that, I've been trying to optimize our amperage system here, where I break off with a 16 amp to go up to here. I should probably downgrade this 32 section to 16, but you get the idea. I'm trying to save how much cable I'm using, or save how much material I'm using on cables. But yeah. I also moved the ore furnace, or the ore factory. It's paused right now because of power demands. I'm gonna need to make another one of these just for the fact that I'm gonna be wanting dedicated diamond power, but then also be able to process the other 2 materials, say for pearls or metals and such. Okay, that being said, smelter. Ah, there you are. Multi-Smelter. So we need a bus, input, hatch, heat proof, muffler. ULPIC. I thought, hold on, what the hell? ULPIC. Oh, I guess I didn't use the cutting recipe. Excuse me. Lubricant. Bada boopy. Shite. What to get rid of? I'll just get rid of this and I'll... For the time being, I can just do this recipe if I need. Oh, that was the wrong terminal. Glass pane. Hate to do it, but I kind of... would need to make another cutting machine and or reach the extended pattern providers. Okay, so let's get those 2 energy hatches. I think I have, let's see. Oh yeah, I'm gonna need the coils, that's for sure. I think it's, I'll just grab, pretty sure it's 8. So I'll just get rid of those other. All right, so while that cooks, let's find a place to put this bad boy. I guess. Let's see. I don't know if I want to put it up here just yet. But I really don't leave myself a lot of room. I could put it right here for the time being, actually. That could work. Oh, I hate how he does that. Yeah, that could work. Okay, so input, output, muffler. What the hell happened to my maintenance hatch? Did I just put it away? Oh, that's right. Oh, that's a pattern. What the hell? Okay, it's not in there. Anyway, this hatch is done yet? Getting there. Signalum. Okay, we're gonna need you, and you, and you. We'll take whatever we can get because we're gonna need it regardless. How is the ULPIC wafer coming along? Don't tell me. Did I forget to do? Yep, there we go. While I'm here, double check. There we go. Should be good. Okay, so that will take care of that. Boop, 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 boop. Then we'll put you there. Now I want to say the muffler hatch goes up top. Do I even wait? Hold on. Do I even need a muffler hatch for this? I do. So screw it. I'll just put it here. And let's see. Let's do the hatches right here. Okay, that is just about ready for hatches, and I have got to sneak. Okay, we're good. And there we go. Let's get this bad boy set up. Is that? Oh no, it's fine. It's fine. Bingo bongo. All right, so we're gonna have a problem here. We either have to move the Fluix cable, or might be able to do it like this. Boop, boop. Right, and then we don't need a big boy cable, so let's just go with the. Oh, excuse me, the little ones here. Is he? Why wouldn't it let me put in there? Okay, I don't know. There we go. And boop. Yay. So that should be getting power now. Oh, maintenance. Mallet and hammer. This episode's getting a little long in the tooth, so let's finish this up. I can't wait to get to auto hatches. Alright. And a boop. So there we go. Our first multi-smelter. So this bad boy can be a furnace or it can be a ingot smelter. And eventually we'll probably make another one of these for the alloy smelter purpose. So we'll free up one of our MV alloy smelters for anything else. I'm not sure off the top of my head right now. That being said, let's go and grab... do I have any Slitakis? Well, I have slime balls and some Slitakis. So let's just stick with the slime balls here. All right, boom. It does 32 in 3 seconds. So that's like 14 a second. That is lovely. Now, of course, as we upgrade these coils, it's going to get more efficient. But does Canthal, how much does Canthal affect this? Max parallel 64. Okay, so yeah, the coils affect how much it does at a time. And if that's 16 EU per tick per recipe at that, what is Cooper nickel? Oh, it's still 16. The only difference right now is that we can do more in parallel. But hey, I call that a win, baby. So let me stick a pattern provider on this bad boy. And then we're going to need an interface to collect the output. And I just saw those one right there, but oh well, no big deal. Okay, so let's put y'all down here and you here. Now there should be, yep, look at that. Convenient. All right. Multi-Smelter. And boop. Now, at some point, what I'll probably be doing is having a robot arm on here with another interface, so that it will send any items in there, like an item sync situation. So if we have dust, like copper dust, iron dust, whatever, send it in there, smelt it up. That way, we'll always have ingots. So that's kind of why I'm gonna work towards getting another one of these and putting it somewhere nearby, so we can get metals and such. Although, for that purpose, what I might do is have a drawer system and a subnetwork. So it will spit out all the resources into... Yeah, it's a drawer system. I mean, I could just do ME drives with partitioned disks and maybe overflow deletion. I don't know. I'll have to think about that. But that being said, I think this has been a good episode. I'm going to do a little bit more crafting of multi-blocks and spreading out of power cables to the other platforms as needed. And now this layout here of certain machines isn't going to be permanent. I mean, like I said in an earlier episode, I'm probably going to be moving the EBFs and any future like large chemical reactors we make up onto the larger platforms. But yeah, I don't know. So in the interest of not rambling any further, I hope you did enjoy this episode. If you feel I've earned it, please leave a like or comment down below. And if you haven't already, please drop a subscribe. It really helps me out. And I will see you all in the next one. Ta-ta for now.